No one checks the mortar when the cathedral is built, when the stained glass catches the morning, when the doors are thrown wide and the choir begins. They needed a saint of the impossible. They needed the boy from the council estate, the boy who could not speak, the boy who could not read, who walked out of the silence and straight up the steps of the oldest stone in the empire. They printed the brochures. They issued the press release. They wore him like a charm against their own history. But the architecture was borrowed, passage by passage, paragraph by paragraph. The structure, the phrasing, the very errors, lifted, carried, placed. A haunting of someone else's ghost in the machinery of his becoming. And when the whispers began, the institution closed its eyes. They said, reasonable error. They said, neurodiversity. They said, we do not want to look, because to look at the mortar would mean looking at the hands that mixed it and the system that ordered the stone. And the hounds, they had been waiting. They smelled the blood on the mortar, the knives in the hallway, the letters in the post, the severed head of a pig left on a porch, or maybe just the rumor of a severed head, because in the culture war, the terror does not have to be real to stop your heart in the dark. They tore him down not just for the borrowed words, but because he dared to sit at their table at all. The thesis, the affiliations, the missing degrees, the 100 articles demanding his name, the frantic defense, the quiet resignations, the sudden unbearable gravity of a life unspooling in the public square, while the men in the high towers who hired him, who praised him, who used him as a shield, watched him burn. A tragedy is not an accident. A tragedy is a machine built by many hands, the ones who lowered the drawbridge without checking the cargo, the ones who set the fire when they found out what was inside, and the man caught in the middle, who built a life out of stories until the stories collapsed and buried him. They found him unresponsive in Battersea, 41 years old. The Prime Minister asks for reflection. The Vice-Chancellor expresses deep sadness. But the stone of the university remains clean. The cathedral stands, and the silence he was born into has taken him